Ho, ho, ho! Welcome, folks, to another magical episode of Protect Your Mind. I'm your host, Santa, and today we're diving deep into the world of parenting myths and realities. Buckle up, because I've got some tough questions for our resident expert, Mind.
Ho, ho, ho! It's a pleasure to be here, Santa. I'm ready to dispel those parenting myths and spread some wisdom.
All right, Mind, let's start with a doozy. People believe in the myth of perfect parenting, the idea that every parent should have it all figured out. What do you say to that?
Well, Santa, parenting is a bit like riding a roller coaster blindfolded. No one knows all the twists and turns. The reality is, there's no such thing as perfect parenting. We're all doing our best with the tools we have.
But, Mind, what about those folks who post those flawless family photos on social media?
Santa, those photos are like a magician's illusion. They only show what's on the surface. Behind those smiles are moments of chaos, spilled milk, and bedtime battles. It's all part of the parenting package.
Now, Mind, let's talk about the infamous terrible twos. Are they really as terrible as they sound?
Well, Santa, it's more like the turbulent twos. Toddlers are exploring their independence, and it can be challenging. But it's also a time of incredible growth and discovery.
But what about the tantrums that rival tornadoes?
Santa, those tantrums are like summer storms, intense but brief. They're a way for little ones to express big feelings. It's all about teaching them how to weather the emotional tempests.
Mind! Parents often feel the pressure to be supermoms and superdads, juggling work, home, and Pinterest-worthy projects. How can they handle this myth?
Santa, the superhero cape isn't a requirement for parenting. It's perfectly fine to ask for help, delegate, and even let some things slide. Being a parent is a superpower in itself, with no need for capes.
But, Mind, what about those perfectly organized pantries we see on TV?
Santa, those pantries are like movie sets designed for appearances. In reality, a little mess and chaos are signs of a happy, creative home. No need for Pinterest perfection.
Let's shift gears to the hot topic of screen time. Parents often wonder if they're ruining their kids with too much screen time. What's the reality here?
Well, screens are a part of modern life, and they can be valuable tools for learning and entertainment. The key is balance and quality content. Think of it as a delicious snack, not the whole meal.
But what about those parents who feel guilty about letting their kids watch TV?
Santa, guilt is like a rain cloud on a sunny day. It can spoil the fun. Instead of guilt, parents can focus on making screen time interactive and educational. And remember, a little downtime won't hurt anyone.
Helicopter parenting is a term we often hear. Some parents hover over their kids like, helicopters. Is this myth or reality?
It's a bit of both. While parents want to protect their kids, hovering too closely can hinder their independence. It's like teaching a bird to fly. Sometimes they need room to spread their wings.
But Mind, how can parents find that sweet spot between being supportive and giving their kids space?
Santa, it's like riding a bike. At first, you hold the handlebars, but eventually, you let go and watch them pedal on their own. Trust is the key, Santa. Trust that you've given them the skills they need to soar.
Here's one more for you, the myth of perfect timing in parenting. Some folks think they have to have kids at a certain age, and if they don't, it's too late. What do you say?
Well, there's no magic age for parenting. Families come in all shapes, sizes, and timelines. It's like a book with many chapters. You can start a new one whenever you're ready.
But what about those who worry they'll be too old to keep up with their kids?
Santa, age is just a number. Some of the best adventures happen when parents bring a wealth of experience to the table. Plus, they can always enlist the help of grandparents for extra energy.
Well, you've certainly shed some light on these parenting myths and realities. Parenting is like a journey with no map, but lots of surprises along the way.
That's right. It's a journey filled with love, laughter, and the occasional diaper blowout.
Before we wrap up, let's leave our viewers with a little joke to keep their spirits high. Got one, mind?
Absolutely, Santa. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field.
Huh, that's a good one, mind. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening and hilarious journey through parenting myths and realities. Until next time, remember, there's no such thing as a perfect parent, just parents doing their best to protect their minds and their hearts.